Yo, team, what is going on? Hello, people. We're continuing on with some Tarky stuff. Yesterday, we didn't have that great success with the event, particularly. It took us quite a while. We'll smash out a quick one on Scav. I did one this morning and grabbed one more box. We do actually have 6 boxes now. Got to get 3 more kills for rogues, I believe. And then we have to do the box planting thing, which is going to be probably quite annoying. I need to find out exactly. I need to remember where they actually are. We will see. So where's the next set of quests? Let me just have a quick look. So we've got to do music checkpoint, customs, tower above new gas, streets, construction, trailer, site. We will see what we can do, but we'll grab another one anyway, because I've got enough technically if we don't die and lose any of them. But that's not the nature of the game, is it? So there you go. Yo, Jake, what's up, mate? The box planting is the fun part. I love it. How long is the timer? Is it going to be a 30-second delicious one? 15 to 20. I guess it's not too bad. Which is the worst map for it? It's probably woods, right? I saw on Airwing's video that you have to go like right up to the boxes on checkpoint. Maybe we take a couple of smokes. Just do it that way. Then yeah, the tower above new gas station. Oh, it doesn't mean tower. It means the cabin. Yeah, I know what it's talking about. Construction site trailer cabin. Oh, is this the tiny little one? Okay, I didn't actually see the streets one. Shoreline isn't fun either. I don't think. Well, you don't need to put them on Shoreline, though, do you? Definitely take smokes for the woods plant. Yeah. Okay, this is a pretty good space. So the rogues, it turns out the rogues do actually kill you as a scav, even if you've got 6 rep, which I didn't realise that happened, but it does happen. I think it's the same rules as when they were on Lighthouse. So I kind of didn't think about that, although I should have really. It's the same rules on Lighthouse. So if if you go too close to them, like, they won't do anything until you go too close to them, and then when you go too close to them, they're all aggro, and then you just get like annihilated. It's just a regular scav. I don't think that's a rogue. Never. We'll have a look in the backpack just in case. Why did none of you tell me that? Wait, is that a player? I don't really care. In all honesty, I just want to see what's inside the bag. There's nothing in it. Okay, right. Well, we should go and need to go and get involved in the maelstrom back again then. Yeah, I didn't think it would be because it wasn't a rogue, but I thought maybe, you know, they picked up a backpack with one in. You never know. Scary. Probably get rid of this. Yeah, I mean, it says regular scav, so it's not going to be these guys. Gotta go and find these dudes. Okay. This got BT. It'll do. Just a scan in there. What about this? This just looks like a... Oh, that's really damaged. Better off just keeping this, I think. I'll take a better rig. I don't really want to take the bag because I want to be able to pick a random bag up if we get shot at. Okay. I guess we should probably unload this, junk this, and take this just in case. That will give us, you know, something to work with long range. If we need to. Have a look then. So! It sounded like these guys were in train. I thought. I don't see. Who are they shooting at though? They must be shooting at some of these guys. There were some guys over there. What's this got in it? BCP FMJ. I mean, that's for a scav loadout. It's honestly not bad. Bit of culling going wrong here, but that's fine. That's fine. Is that... Could that be a rogue? I might get shot at going this way, to be honest, because it's a bit obvious here. Weapon McKirkin. Doesn't have a bag. Neither does he. Okay. The rest of them could be up on the hill bit, I suppose. That's where the last lot were. Hey, how's it going? Yo, it's going alright, man. It's going alright. It's a PMC, I'm just blasted probably. So the rogues, they kind of go all over the place, so sometimes it's hard to figure out. Yeah, that's a regular scav, fine. Fine. Yeah, so currently on the event, I need to kill a couple more rogues on my PMC. I've got 6 boxes. We may as well just go for this, huh? I don't really care. We don't have anything useful or interesting anyway. Let's see if there's a LEDX or something in there. Otherwise, kind of whatever. I should have bought one of those bags from over there. Never mind. It's just a AI walking, that's fine. How's the state of Tarkov in terms of entertainment? I would say that it's going to be really good once the Icebreaker arrives, but until Icebreaker's here, we're in a little bit of a kind of like content vacuum since 1.0. We're 6 months after the initial release of the game, so not that much has happened in the past couple of months, which is a bit of a bummer, but it's fine, you know. It's fine, it's no big deal. There's loads of stuff coming very, very soon. A lot of junk in here. crazy, is it? Take a few of these things for now. Yeah, I don't know where the rest of the AI would be. I wonder whether it's worth just like pushing back in again. We'll just get a heating pipe, it's fine. It's close. And easy, hopefully. What's up? Ready to go tonight? Yeah, we only just started. I was on a little bit late today. I've been very, I don't know, I've been doing like a whole bunch of like really interesting things. I feel like a world has been unlocked for me in terms of like coding stuff that I just wouldn't have time to look at normally. But it's so easy now to just like get little miniature things coded up for yourself. It's like so cool. Hey Chief, is Icebreaker officially delayed? I don't think officially they said anything, so there wasn't officially no release date, so it can't officially be delayed if there was no release date. But what they did do was they extended the current event until the 25th. Is it viable to go now or better wait for seasonal? Do you have a character for this wipe at all or not? The only thing I would say is that the character that you have now is permanent. So for the next wipe it's not gonna it's not gonna get deleted. So whatever you do now is gonna continue on into seasonal. So if you want just like more of a chill time, you can play this other character. If you do want to get Kappa or like move into prestige or whatever it is that you might want to do. Hey, Jork, thank you for the Prime. Appreciate it. So it's probably worth like having a dabble just to try and like get back into it a bit. Even just play PvE or something if you want to. And then when Icebreaker comes out, then at least maybe you'll have like some stuff so you can play Icebreaker, which would be quite fun. And then you're kind of ready for seasonal, I would say. You probably don't want to just like go into seasonal blind, I wouldn't think. Yeah, so coding stuff wise, like what I've been looking, I've like been making like lots of little things for myself. Basically, like I've not got any delusions of grandeur or anything, but there's just things that I would love to do. Like I'm not a coder really, so I have done some bits and pieces in the past, but it would take by myself. It would take me weeks. But like we're using some kind of like AI assistance workflows, you can do stuff for yourself. So like there was one thing that I wanted, which is just like a little dashboard. Because pretty much I have loads of different hard drives, which is really annoying. So I'd wanted just a little dashboard. I was basically like opening up a random file explorer, going to my computer and just like leaving it over on the side. But every time I open another file explorer, it opens it as this tiny little window. I kind of wanted like a permanent little kind of widget almost. And yeah, you could just like make it like in 2 seconds. So I've made that. So I've got over here now, it's got like, and maybe I was thinking about putting like a little alert in, because actually I've had a few situations recently where everything just stops working on my PC, and I'm like, why? What's happened? And then I look over and I realize that my RAM's basically full. Because I have 32 gig of RAM, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with 32 gig of RAM. But if you're running like video editor and a Photoshop equivalent, and maybe you've got the game open, and you're trying to do something else, like it stacks up quite quickly. And it gets quite a lot quite quickly. And so I was thinking like, well, maybe I can have a little alert that tells me when I go over like 30 gig, something like that. It's just got prestige being made way easier. That's true. You could just have a go at going for prestige. It's only level 25 now. It's really easy. Hey, Valerine. Also asking LLMs to make you bits of code / asking how to code a thing you need coded. Effectively, yes. It's very cool. As a logical thinker, but without the prerequisite coding skills to be able to do this stuff in a timely manner. It's very, very nice to like outsource the actual code and be able to just like build little things for yourself. The one thing that I'm like mostly scared about with it is security. So I'm not doing anything that's like exposed to the web, if that makes sense. I'm very worried about security because the AI coded stuff I don't have the knowledge to be able to verify whether it's secure or not. So everything that I'm doing is like got to be purely local. Otherwise, I might give myself a world of pain. Photoshop equivalent? No, I'm using Affinity. I'm using what used to be Serif Affinity, but it's now Canva because they bought Serif. But yeah, Affinity's good. It's free. I moved away from Photoshop because Photoshop was annoying me, and they wanted to charge me $1,000 for next year's license, and I said I could probably get this cheaper. Genuinely though, so this is actually one thing that I have looked at and I have been working on. The one thing that I miss out of Photoshop is like good background removal. Photoshop's background removal is really good now using their like neural net algorithm on the cloud, because you send it off to them and then but it comes back straight away, right? It's like just inbuilt into the app, and I do miss that actually, because it's like perfect. It really is perfect now. It used to not be that great, and then it reached a tipping point where it became really good. But I don't really want to pay $1,000 a year just for like background removal. It feels like a bit of an overkill. It's the only thing that I haven't really been able to replicate. So I've been trying to make a local app that does it. I've had some success actually. That's probably the hardest project so far. I've done quite a few. I've done quite a few little apps and things for myself. I use them all the time now. It's really cool. It's really cool. There's like one which I did, which was, it's basically just like a faster way of making proxies, because I find, so when you're video editing, you want to be editing with small files and you want to then export with the big files, because editing real time and like scrubbing through video files is quite demanding. Even with like decent PC, it can be quite demanding depending on what the file is. Usually it's fine if it's just a single piece of footage, but if it's like, imagine, you know, some of the weapons comparisons that I do, say you've got like, just for example's sake, say you've got like a background piece of footage which is blurred. That's like one somewhere on your disk, and then you've got two other files, one which is like a weapon with low ergo and one with high ergo, and it's like a snapshot of each one showing like low ergo versus high ergo, and there's another shot in the background. That kind of stuff can like choke a video engine quite quickly. Once you've got like 2 to 3 to 4 concurrent video files all being rendered simultaneously, if you try to scrub back and forth on that, it just like explodes. So you want to edit with like smaller files and then render out the full version once it's all done with the big files. But that process can take a really long time, because a lot of the proxy makers that I've used in the past use the CPU, and typically in my experience, I mean, maybe I've been using the wrong ones, I don't know, but typically in my experience, they've got like a billion features and they're kind of hard to use, and I've used Handbrake in the past, but that's not really the best for it. There are other encoders, but basically, long story short, is it was taking like, for an hour of footage, it was taking an hour for me to make the small versions, which was crazy. I was just like, man, I want to get on and like edit. I don't want to be sat here waiting for these things. And so this like, yeah, and so basically just like coded up a little app, which, I mean, it's literally not even an app really. It just like calls FFmpeg, but I don't know how to use FFmpeg. Just like calls FFmpeg and does exactly the thing I want it to do, and exports them into another folder, and that's it. And it's like, and it runs on my GPU specifically. That's the part that's like interesting. Part of it goes on CPU, part of it goes on GPU. Like tinkered around with a few bits to make it run as fast as possible for my setup, and so it uses like CUDA for part of it and CPU for the other part of it, and it runs it like 15 times. So rather than it being like an hour for an hour of footage, it's now like 7 minutes for an hour of footage. Hey, is this cool? Yeah, you could do programming without knowing how to code. Yeah, no, it's great. It's really good. It's really good. The one thing that's the one thing that AI is like really strong for is coding. It's very strong for it. I came back to Tarkov recently. A brutal time for it. So many Terminator games. Yeah, there are Terminator games. It's true. Build your own Photoshop with AI. See, that would be hard. It's not very good at UI, I will say. Like it wants to. It has a tendency to want to just like make stuff for command line, because that's what it understands, right? It doesn't really understand like the way that humans use things. So the UIs it makes are like the best stuff that I've done is like non-UI stuff by a long way. Anything with UI in it gets like pretty hairy quite quickly. What armor am I even gonna wear here? Still got a couple of these, but I ran out of my other ones. I feel like maybe I might even just wear. Actually, I don't. If I'm playing reserve, I probably don't really want to wear a Thor. don't know why I've got this still. That's empty. That's also empty. Well, I guess we should just use them. They're just taking up space otherwise. There's nothing special about them, really. But we do want to make sure we have the right thing. So, Gaki in the front. And then we'll just use any old random thing. Toolcom. We've got side plates. We'll stick that in and repair it. I wonder if I should buy more of these. I feel like always buying more of these is a good plan. It's the one thing that we do need. Right, what weapon are we going to use here? So yesterday, what was I using yesterday? I think this is the AK-308, which was fine. I kind of want something that's just like easy. And I can just like fill with easy ammo. And it's going to be easy to use. I mean, it's one of the reasons why I do like the RD704. It hardly takes any modding, really. Gotta fight rogues as well, though. I gotta be killing rogues with this. I do want something full auto. What? The M6 isn't that good now, right? Honestly, easy gun is still just the NL. Maybe. I don't have like mountains of ammo for 545. I've got some. It looks like a lot, but it's mostly like PP and BT. I don't have that much amazing ammo. The mutant is also good. What? I'm torn as to what's the really decent just default gun to use these days. I feel like the 9x39s are quite strong. Not really that great for fighting AI, and they're kind of short range. They're sort of like SMGs in many ways. They've sort of, I think they balance 7.62 NATO quite well now. Minus the RD or the mutant. I mean, I like the RD just because it's got the drum on it. But the mutant is probably better because of the fire rate. We buy mutant. Really expensive. Surprised how expensive they are. Wait, was this? What was this one? This wasn't the new meta, this was the old meta, I think. Oh yeah, this is some horrible version I did just for funsies. I should probably delete both of these. Both of these builds are like not good. I need to clean up my old builds. 2-gun kit, Val and a Barebones RFB. We could, you know. Go regular Val. I don't have a way of getting these, but I can get these. We could just use a Val. Yeah, we could. We actually could. We actually could. Let's try it. How heavy is the RFB? It's kind of heavy, isn't it? So we got a bit of bad mining, bit of SPP, bit of BP, bit of SP6. Okay. SP6 in there for now. This is the one you can buy this, can't you? Yeah. Mod 4, potentially best gun in the game. Yeah, how'd you get that again? Do you have to do like some really obnoxious quest for it? Can't remember what you're supposed to. Is it the horrible like long range kills with the Val or like number 19? Is it that one? That one's genuinely awful. 20 kills over 50 meters. Yeah, that does kind of. Well, actually, that's better than it was. It was 100 at one point, wasn't it? It's not too bad. So we've got an RFB here. I mean, if we just add like, we don't need to add anything crazy to this. We can just add. Could even go for something. We could go for something rogue. What do we not normally use on this bad boy? Like an ACOG or something? Something just kind of fun. Just for interest's sake. Because we never use an ACOG. Like a fixed 4 times. Be kind of cool. Oh god, I can't remember which mount I need. It's this one, right? Short mount. One of these? I'll do. Flare? Yeah, I'm not going to use a flare. Something like that. Yeah, exactly. You can use the fixed mag. I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. Yeah. So I am overweight, but you know, it's not that big of a deal. Where's it? I forgot another mag. Another one of those. I'll do. Yeah, mixed. It makes it a little awkward with that ammo. I guess this is fine. I can go down here. I can go there. I've got mixed ammo, which is a bit annoying, but it's not the end of the world. Oh, I thought I chopped that up. I did, it just didn't click. Okay. Right, whatever. We'll try it because it'll be kind of fun. Alright. And we got enough of these things. This is fine. Cool. Right, I just need to kill. Maybe we do get. I'm not sure if I want to go to reserve. Reserve is just kind of annoying. It's the place I was going to go. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. I think to unlock it, you need getting acquainted. Oh, really? Getting SP6 unlocked is arguably harder. Well, because of whatever it's called. Capturing Outpost, the favourite. I play Arena Breakout. I'm thinking of trying out Tarkov. How accessible is it for new players? Not very, but it is easier than it used to be, I would say, in some ways. The player base is going to be rock solid, but people aren't going to those quest locations. So if you've played Arena Breakout, I think you'll know roughly what to do broadly. Just as long as you use the wiki to figure out what quest you need to do, you'll be alright, I think. What's the best sniping rifle? I mean, some kind of DMR thing. Well, it depends. What kind of range? You want to use something on semi if you're doing just like regular sniping. If you want to go like really, really far, then you probably have to use something like the RSAS, but if not a bolty. Like the 338s can be good if you're like playing 500 plus, but I never play that range, so I never bother. Val tube for the looks. It doesn't really make any difference to Val, honestly. You could just leave it stock, to be fair. Yeah, number 39, very strong amount of range shots. Yeah, that's why we're going to bring the double, so we'll see. I have a question. I always tend to be overweight going into raid. How much ammunition do you normally carry since trying to do shootable and you carrying a bolt action too? I try not to carry too much. Like, for one gun, I would go like, I usually go 3 mags and a stack of ammo. Or like maybe a half stack of each of like, or maybe a full stack of the bad stuff and a half a stack of the good stuff. Something along those lines. Okay. Well, I don't need to go crazy here. There's someone behind. The spawn is cursed. Well, we'll see if I can get up here. I kind of just want to be able to see out. Now that, my friends, that was a solid shot. Hey! That was a good one, though. That was a good one. Okay, so... Yeah, so that takes us out to here, and then this was the kind of the way we want to look. Oops. Why can't I kill him? I was just like, I'm going to get shot in the head in a second. He had a fun raid. He did. He did. It's kind of hard with the AI's like freaking out, moving backwards and forwards. Right. Like a green smoke grenade that's gone off over here. It's kind of weird. I wonder, can we get on? Can we get up here? See out of there, like, you know? Oh, I don't think that was supposed to happen. I kind of want. I just want to be a bit higher so that I can see through this little slot without exposing myself entirely. This is the main issue. Can I look out here? Is this something I could do? I don't know, technically. Okay. Wait, where was that from? Was that these guys again? Maybe through here somewhere? It's quite far across. Am I zeroing? I think I might just be hitting this. I've got to be worried about height over bore, I think. It's hello? I'm not sure if that was just a regular scav or not. Whether that counts. No, I don't think so. Yeah, just a regular scav. Okay, okay. Right. So yeah, we need to kill two more of these like rogue boys. So let's go. I think I want to cover. I kind of want to be in the other building. I think. I don't want to be here. I think I want to get in the other one. That one. Probably. Possibly. Or that. I'm not sure if reserve is easier, guys. I'm really not sure. There's so many people. The density of people is so high. We did better on Lighthouse or Shoreline just because there were less people around. Some sort of event on? Yes, so the event right now is you need to complete this quest line. This guy was just like waiting for me. You got to complete this quest line, which is for Peacekeeper. You have to extract from Reserve, Shoreline, and Lighthouse. All three of them have rogues randomly on the map, or in specific places, I should say, not randomly. So Reserve has them around K buildings. Shoreline has them around Scav Island, Blue Fence, I think sometimes. Maybe Pier as well. And the Goons are also at Shoreline gas station. And then Lighthouse has them in like some other unusual places as well. And you've got to kill 10 rogues. I'm still on the first part. The rogues on Reserve have got these like special boxes. Reserve is easily the worst. It does feel that way. It does feel that way. Let's go mutant just for now. Should we use the shorty mutant? I haven't done this up until now, but if we go shorty mutant, then we can do. I think, is there any other? Yeah, we can't have any other handguards. I think you probably are better off with the long barrel mutant, but I'm not 100% sure. Maybe we could try one of these. Try this thing just for fun, because there's only -8. It's like doesn't really matter at this point. I'm gonna put a growl on it, not because it's good, but because I have them in my stash from before. Then we can probably go ERE and PRS Gen 3, I think. Oh no, because I've done the. Yeah, no. It's because I've done the this thing. Maybe I can't do that then. That's like as high as it gets 78. I wonder if that's a good. There's this other one. The F93 Pro is genuinely quite decent, I think, for the combo. I wonder if going long is better. Long is preferable because you get the better handguards if you do this. Where's this one? This is the one that I built the other day for the video. But I never ended up saving it. I should have saved it. Either this or the shift. And you can technically just go red break, but I'm not sure if we want to do that. This isn't bad. Other one. I think the one thing that I dislike about the two weapon kits is that if you suddenly realise that you need a different range, you have to change your whole gun over. So trying to swap back and forth like that on reserve is actually kind of annoying. You know, it's like, oh, I need to bring out the RP, the... If you press yes enough, it'll eventually be able to let you buy it. It also easy to slap a red break, yeah, for sure. They're honestly so good. Should I wear something that's got the 4 slot in it? I feel like I probably should. What's like easily got the 4 in it from the rigs? I always forget. What's a good like armored rig? Oh, one of the prep. That doesn't have the. Actually, it doesn't need to be an armored rig. We could just use one of the prepper ones. Actually, I think some of these do. They are. Yeah. Just use one of these ones. And the med one. This is probably, yeah, this is like good run of the mill, I think. So then at least it'll reload correctly. That's the thing. I don't want to have to be manually reloading this like it's some, you know, regular drum mag type thing. That I usually end up in that situation where I have to like reload them myself, which is like really annoying. Right, so we'll take a bit of BP. I have been crafting BP, but I'm always seemingly running out. And because I'm always using PP to craft it as well. I always seem to end up not having enough. Right, that can go in there. What's this got? FMJ? What the? Crazy times. Wait, where did that go? Okay. Right. Let's just picked up this off somebody a second ago. Add 2 of them. Oh, everyone out of slavers. Yeah, they haven't fixed the BMD muzzle flash, or maybe it's purposeful. I don't know. So you get terrible muzzle flash with the BMD, but you don't if you take the BMD like outer thing off. I just did a video about it for anyone who's interested. Did a full test rundown of the whole like all of the muzzle flash stuff, which ones you shouldn't use, because there are some. Okay, so let's just take this, let's just grab this, we'll run this into where should we go? Shoreline? I mean, I still need to pick up the stuff anyway, so maybe we do just go Shoreline. Shoreline's at least like relatively easy to get out of, so. What else have been using on it with T-Lock suppressor? Super cheap compared to the Knights, barely any stat change. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, the T-Lock one's really good because you can do the Raven bar for the suppressor too. So it's good for that for sure. And what's your video on it? But there's other muzzle attachments like BMD. Yeah, so it's the Fur Friends, the Jailbreak, the BMD, and I think that's it. Level 16, what guns should I be using in your opinion? Do you have the access to the G36 yet? That's honestly not a bad choice if you USAC, because you have M855 to spare, and the G36C is pretty good from Peacekeeper. Otherwise, I just ended up using the AK-74U all the time, which I know is really boring, but if you want to maximize your survival rate, it's probably the best. How is BMD flash if you use decently high up 1 times? I think it'd have to be quite high. It's like the old model, so it's like how it used to be. So the BMD is like the old version. So if you have a high enough riser, then yeah, you can do it. But you may as well just use the red brake because it gives you more recoil reduction for the most part. Like the red brake's really insane now. AVS. Yeah, I could also do AVS, it's true. Another pretty crap spawn for me, to be honest, over here. I want a spawn that's further south, because I need to kill 2 more of these rogues. I think Atlas makes gun louder. I'm not aware of like any of them making anything louder or quieter or anything. I don't think any of them work like that, do they? I'd be surprised. Do we think we can take loot from Icebreaker if they're going to do terminal move? I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, that's the reason why the 74U, because you can normally find good ammo really easily for it. Much harder to find good ammo for the other weapons. You can find loads of ammo on reserve and even streets. I mean, Woods has also got some good ammo spawns. And you normally end up finding BT, BP, Big Onlick, 7M40. You normally find all of those first. Before anything else. But yeah, I mean, if you find M856A1, M855A1, M9M5, like you can use the G36. I think the G36 for me is probably like the best bang for buck 5.56 weapon, because it's cheap, it hardly needs modding. You just use it, slap a few bits on it, suppressor, optic, vertical foregrip, and it just works. You don't need to spend ages babying it. Yeah, the loudness stat has never worked as far as I've tested it. I've never seen it work on anything ever. I'm not aware of any like plus loudness or... Okay, and that's over there. Interesting. I'm going to see if there's any rogues up here, because I believe they do spawn sometimes up at weather, I think. M4 is so cheap with the barter. Yeah, but I mean, like, what are you buying the M4 for? Unless you're going to spend a ton of money on modding it. Like, the G36 is probably just better now. It's also not just about the money, it's about the time. That's one thing I really like about some of these guns, just that you don't have to spend time modding them. I mean, I love as much as anyone, like, nerding out over the gun builds, but sometimes you just want to, like, get in and play. Doesn't seem like there's anyone over here. Head down to the road down this way then. Event's still live? Yes, it's live until Monday. They changed it, which is why most people think that the Icebreaker has been at least delayed a bit. Now, we've got to remember those guys on our left, so there was... Right, let me just change the mode on this. Yeah, there were some people fighting down on our left, so... Possibly people coming from... over there. No, don't kill my rogues. Oh, I can't get down from here. Is that a player? Are they dead? I'm a bit confused. I thought that was like someone's head, but he might have been lying down. We're about to get gunned down. No. He is. Okay. His footsteps were like omega loud. I'm not sure who he was shooting at. No. Well. Why won't it take it? You gonna get shot in the head here? Had his legs busted, yeah. What's this one? Lighthouse armband. Okay. He was running irons. He was, yeah. An NL with irons. Intriguing. Okay, well, okay, enough of this. Yeah, not sure if you issue. Our farm modes seem to take away from people who did not buy the game. Or alpha. Never the case, as long as you made an account in alpha, they took it away from you. Or it's abusing to elaborate. If you prestige now, you lose the armband. Well, you don't get given it back. Why? I feel like I shouldn't take the Bugari. I either don't take the Bugari or I take it myself. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, I can understand that. I like the irons on... Yeah, we're just not going to take this, I don't think. I like the irons on the... what do you call it? On the VPO. Oh, I've only got 5. Oh, didn't bring enough drinks in. That's right. Right, let's go see if we can find any more rogues. Probably shouldn't stand so close to the side. I got like real blasted the other day going too close to this. Vent Shoreline still on? Yes. It is. It is. It's on until the 25th. BSG extended the event. It's not the best place to fight the goons. Okay. I was shooting his legs for a lot of that, in fairness. Well, the thing about this, though, is I do believe... Does he have the thing I need? This stuff. Yeah, the rogue intel. So I guess, where do I need to go for this? I can actually go out of there, can't I? You know, I should probably just go. Who cares about this stuff? Yeah. No M61. If we should like one of these. There we go. I did see, I believe that this is open, right? Should have SJ6 as well. Ow. Whew. Right, where's the rest of them? That is, why'd that go down there? This stupid thing. But I've actually dropped that, so... Yeah, need to move them about? Yeah, probably. Wait, did that go right next to me? No. Where are they? Wait, I didn't kill them all there, did I? Didn't kill them all with a nade, did I? I think I killed them all with a nade. Insane. Actual nade kills so rare, I know. Right, hopefully. Hopefully that's enough. That's a nutty. Might actually be more likely to get shot, like, moving around than I am just, like, laying down. Okay, great. That was actually the part of the quest I was worried about, which was getting the map from night. So that's actually pretty cool. Good raid. Yeah. Spicy too. 20k XP. Didn't do so well at killing these guys. The bird I killed was okay, but I kind of lost control of the gun on the second two. Double nade headshot. So Goon's 100% on Shoreline? Yes. Hey, Man of Tomorrow, what's up, dude? Yeah, I feel like Goons are even easier than Rogues this event, because Goons just mindlessly push you. Rogues actually hold angles, move, and use frags. Yeah, they're hard. Yeah, you can't fall off that, no. It's impossible to fall. There we go, look at that. We've got the Rogue Intel maps. That's actually huge. That is actually huge. Actually, I'll take this because you use it on guns. Take the razor as well. I'll take the M80. And whatever's in this, let's presume the M80. Yeah. Do I want anything else? What's in that one? EP. That's good. So a decent ammo from the guys there, actually. Okay. Right, so that should have completed this first part, right? So now we need to do this. One bullet left in this, so 25. We've taken it, don't worry. Every last drop. Okay, we'll take those, take that, to this. Cool. I mean, the mutiny is fun. Big mags are good for solos, though, for sure. Oh, what do we get? Reduces weapon spread. Oh, yes. Tiny bit of MOA. Hell yeah. Dude, these classics plates are so clutch. Genuinely, they're so good. Oh, we need to refill our stim case. Yeah, with this thing, I just didn't even care. I was like, just need to get the Intel Rogue doodads out. Wait, did I just say the wrong one? Hello. Wait, what did I see? Maybe it was this. So, oh yeah, that's what the damage plate was. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, it's an invisible wall around the around that base section, yeah. Around the pier. It makes it a lot easier. You can't fall in water in Tarkov. There's no way. Like even against the shoreline, you can't go in when you're not supposed to. You can kind of use it to your advantage sometimes. For like pathing or whatever. Okay. Cool. So from that then, we've got to now go and place these bad boys. I'll sell all this stuff, but yeah, we've got to go and place those bad boys. Maybe we'll take a shift grip. Actually, maybe we'll sell the Rotex separately. Take that as well. You want this one? Not really. You want this? Sometimes. I use these though, actually. Oh wait, he had APSX. Oh, I didn't take his mags. Darn. Not that I like APSX, it's just like, ooh, rare ammo, shiny. Not that it's actually any good. You know? Problem with these, I wish that these guys had better durability. I think the goons do deserve better duraguns. I don't think it's going to break the balancing of the game for them to do that. As I've said previously, I wouldn't even mind if the goons guns were like, you know, they had over 100% durability to make them actually a bit special. Okay, so now we've got to do stash the radar station, spare parts at the weather station on Woods. Which, I mean, I would never think that that's the weather station. It's USEC checkpoint. It's like up in the boxes. So we've got to grab. Maybe we'll do this in. Should we do this in? Actually, I'm thinking like, should I do them in? Should I do it like? How hard is it to get them? Should I do them together or not? That's the choice that we have. Depends on the spawn. I feel like Woods is kind of alright. Are these areas like real clusters? Like people surely aren't camping them because these disappear. You can't like be doing the quest. Don't take them in. Go in, kill the guy, and then pick up theirs. They're the same style that like they won't go in secure container or anything. And so if you kill somebody with them on, they disappear. So you can't actually get it apparently. Goons guns should be worn down but not repaired to get them out after have them at 99. Well, what if they were like, you know, 60 out of like 150? How about that? Yeah, streets I'll probably do one at a time. I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay. We'll do takedown. I didn't know they disappear. Yeah, apparently they do. I didn't know that either until I watched Airwig. He did a really good video on the event, which I had a quick look at, because sometimes you have to, you know, you don't know what you need to do in the future with these things. Often. Oh, I'm actually super heavy just to start with. Let's see. 1 disappears when you take in 2, 1 stays. Oh, really? That is weird. I think I'm gonna take an extra Propital just because I'm gonna end up muling. This requires drugs for sure. Well, let me go and buy. I don't really want to just like use the ones out of my kit. We'll buy another one. And we'll just use this straight away. Along with one of these Propies, probably. Okay. 2 in 1 go on each map. I'm not sure if I do that for the streets, but... Okay, right. Well, let's try the woods one then. Better day or night? I feel like people, I don't know. I feel like people aren't necessarily going to be like camping. We'll just go day. We'll use the smokes. I think it'll be alright. It would be nice for the boss to have unique bonuses like that on the weapons, but BSG will never do it. I don't know why. They like make them worse than regular guns. Like, you're better off buying a gun from the traders than you are getting the gun from the goons. I know they're worried about people farming them early on, but they don't need to be crazy. They just need to be a little bit better. Day to avoid cultists. Could do. I mean, I still need to kill that priest, so technically we could kill 2 birds with 1 stone, but I mean, I'm much better in the day anyway. We'll scope out the joint, smoke it up, and then... Best get from the goons is the Sacco. Yeah, because it doesn't matter too much about the Jura, actually, on that one. Yeah, it's a chance either way. I'm just better at daytime, I think. People are less likely to be crazy in daytime. And more people are just going to Sawmill, just doing general stuff.
Smoke what?
Spicy! Smoke what? Yeah, we're going to do some green smokes today. Smoke in the green. Yeah. We'll see how it goes anyway. 420 raiding. I keep the goons guns, they buy pristine, see if the traders rebuild the gun for full Jura. It depends if you can, though. You can't always buy a receiver for these. Yeah, you know what? I would argue this is a relatively good spawn for this. The only thing is occasionally you meet somebody coming from over here. I've met people like quite early before in a raid sometimes. Coming from over this side. So it's going to be a little conservative, but you would think for the most part, at this point of the wipe, that you're not going to meet that many people down here. running past this section is probably the worst bit because of view set camp. But other than that, it shouldn't be too bad. I'm just keeping my eyes peeled, just keeping a good watch on what's going on. Try to avoid any unfortunate incidents if at all possible. Because there's USEC up there, you see. Yeah, the ones you can buy receivers for, it makes sense. Do I need the new quest line to get access to Icebreaker? BSG haven't said, I doubt it, but BSG haven't said anything either way on the topic. So, maybe, but I severely doubt it, personally. And maybe it'll give you, I mean, BSG do like doing this kind of thing, like, it might give you, like, a bit of, like, some advantage, or an extra thing, or... I don't think it'll stop you from doing the Icebreaker event, though. I don't think that will happen. I don't think they do that. Yeah, it could give you like a little bonus or something. This part actually feels scarier than I wanted it to. Should probably have SJ6. Just save for a sec. Coming into Icebreaker being a new story quest, you need to get access. They haven't done a new map. You don't have to unlock. Well, I think it'll be a new story quest. I don't think you'll have to unlock it like that though. Not in that sense. So the question now is, what's the likelihood that someone else is here already? And should I go and do it immediately? I think I should go and do it immediately, personally. Okay, it's just a scav there. Really want to shoot him. Until we're like... Hopefully this works out. I suddenly thought, like, what if I hit the BTR with the smoke grenade and it somehow flags me as... Could purchase covering fire? Actually, that was a good point, but... I was worried, yeah. I threw it, like, off to the side. Okay. Both bugs are done, no worries. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't so worried about Woods. I thought Woods was always kind of going to be okay. We'll just go to Green Flare. Smokes are so underrated. Smokes are so good, genuinely. How many maps have you got left? I've got... This is the first one. I need to do the other two. I only started the event yesterday. I was busy on Monday and Tuesday, so I ended up not being able to play. Night customs for it, and it was a war zone. Funny. I just want to tag this before I get into the area. Yeah, woods I wasn't hugely worried about. The customs one, don't know. Customs and streets are a bit more nerve-wracking, I would say. Made smokes open up much faster. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Need arena smokes? That'd be so cool. Rogue maps, you can scav in, try to grab it off night. That's how I did it. Yeah, it could be. Could be a way. Reverse psychology, go day customs where everyone's trying to do it on night. I mean, I would do it on day. Genuinely. So it's the little hut. At least it's quite covered, right? We could get really lucky. The biggest problem is if we spawn over by Big Red. Wait a bit in the raid, everyone pushes the command and PMC starts to die, so it should be okay. Where does it need to be again? It's... Oh, is it the little... It's the little hut in construction, is it? There's more Timmy's, I suppose. That too. Okay. Hut beside crane. Hmm. Okay, well let's plonk the next two down. And we'll see. We'll just like smash all of these. Oops, let me see that. Take another green flare. Locked on the restock by them manually. What of these have we got? Police cordon. I should have looked at these earlier. Kill 3 PMCs. You never know. Okay. All right. So yeah. So we're basically good to go again. So we'll go customs. Try and get to the top bit, and then we'll see what happens on the last bit. It's like surely customs right now isn't too crazy because people are playing reserve Shoreline though. I saw a landmark wallbang, a guy planting his, and he took it. That sucks. Outside of it on the street side. Wait, can you not be in the building on the street swap? I wish you default to last weapon rather than melee. Yes. You can be inside. You can be in the hut on streets. Okay. Otherwise, that would be horrible. I didn't bring any smokes for this one. I don't think it's like fully necessary. Just started my Bitcoin farm before going to work this morning. Love it. Is that code for? So then after this one, after this quest, we then have the Wi-Fi transit thing. Which I actually don't think should be too bad. Seen somebody in the cafe across the street. Impact. Oh. We'll still eat all the meds anyway. I'm going the wrong way. Why are you popping the mule off it? Don't want to think about it. Just press them all. Just in case we get caught by a PMC coming into this bit and don't drop my bag properly. I don't really care about the mule money versus peace of mind. What a spawn. Exactly. Drugs, 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 drugs. Okay. Can we just smash it to green flare? What others do I have from here? Ow. Should have zoomed in a bit. Oh my god. Why are there so many? Ah! What is going on? Why am I suddenly getting killed? Out of freaking nowhere. That's annoying. There's not a great angle from there, is there? Where is this guy? He's like over there somewhere. Ugh. I should probably fix my stomach. This is annoying. Where do you think this guy is? Have you got 2 screen flare? No. No, I just got caught by like a bunch of crazy stuff going on. Far side of gas camping. Bodies? Yeah, could be. Why is that field that? He was like... Hmm. Yeah, it was a cheeky angle, but it didn't help. Was that just you moving? I think so. I think so, yeah. Whatever. I should have just gone and pressed the power lever, but... I guess I still can, theoretically. I'll just get that through Fortress instead, I suppose. Bait nade. Ah, you coulda, I guess. Whatever. It's alright. You gotta just give up on the loot most of the time, right? As a solo. It's of no real consequence. That's just AI, right? Yes. You didn't have to rotate the crafts. Nature of the beast, I'm afraid. Would have been too good. I mean, when he stopped like that, it was pretty obvious, I think. Right, is this PP? It is. I think this one's the good one, I think. Just make sure I'm kind of loaded out properly. I want to know what is the best chest rig. Depends what you're looking for, really. I did a big armor piece actually, like a couple of weeks back, which kind of goes through that analysis. It's like, what's the best piece of armor available? Oh, I'm like really low on food and water. That's fine. We'll just smash a bunch of this. We'll be okay. be using my big boy. Oh, that's actually behind me. I'm going to go this way. Slightly less chaotic, I think. You like the layout? Yeah, this one's good. This is the level 3 Prapor med armor. Basically, these days, I want something that... Well, this one I'm using right now because it's got a 2x2. And I wanted to make sure I had a 2x2. Because I've got a drum in this bad boy. So I don't want to accidentally drop this on the floor or have to be worrying about like managing it too much. So you do have to make sure that the slot's open, obviously, but... I'm not really checking my corners here, but... Can you get through that? No. I never knew. Yeah, but the only thing is it's a little bit heavy. It's got a neck on it though, so it's quite decent. So I think the best. What did I say was the best? I can't remember now what I said the best one was. Technically speaking, it's. I need to check my sheet actually. Let me check my sheet while we're talking about it. Armor 1.0. So I have... So like soft class 3, yes. Neck, yes. And not one of these horrible ones. What was the lowest weight of all those? That's kind of what we care about. So yeah, I mean, it's technically speaking, it's the Juk Digital and the Gazelle and the Killer, but you can't just buy their class 6 plates. Wait, I killed 2 guys? Maybe I got one with a nade? I still got shot at though, didn't I? By somebody else. Didn't hear the death scream? No, me neither. There must have been another one. You can check for nade kill count. Oh, I didn't look. Does it give you one on the thing? Yeah, so anyway, those guys are kind of out because of the horrible plates that they use. So then the next best armors are 6B45 EMR, but that's not a rig. Yeah, it probably is. Honestly, it probably is the medic rig. I think it's the next lightest. If you want something lighter than that, you can't have neck, is the issue. Yeah, mag swaps to prioritize, indeed. Yeah, at this point in time, basically, you just want something that's going to allow you to use this. These plates are like the end game now. So if it doesn't support this, like the Gazelle and the Juk Digital don't support this. So it makes it not as good as it would otherwise be. Okay, does this have BP? It does. Kind of shreds through the durability a little, but it's fine. It's got doinked very slightly. Going through ETGs like freaking candy. Damn it, I hate getting my stomach shot at. It's so annoying. Especially when you want to do a flank. It's like, oh, do I really have to repair my stomach before we like go and do the... We go and do this flank? It's like so tedious. Okie dokie. So we've got one more to do, which is the streets one. And this one is in a really annoying place. Where are you getting this plates? Yeah. Ragman 4, yeah. So there's this specific barter. Is it? Which one is it in? This one? Yeah, this thing. And they are insanely good. So it costs you 200k per plate. But I personally think that it's well worth it. Classic. Am I full anyway? Probably just pushing these into there. That's probably how. That's not what I want. What is people's fractionation with the takedown? I see it so much, but I never felt drawn to it myself. Me neither. People like it because it's kind of hard to get stuff in for insurance, I think. So if you wear, someone was saying earlier, if they wear an alpha rig, you can't put it in here, which is kind of funny. I think some people just like it because it looks cool. It's got like pretty good drip factor. And then the only reason I'm using it now is because you can fit 2 of these radar things in it back to back. 200k is nothing anyway. Exactly, at this point, it's not anything. I agree. I agree. Don't even buy the P90 now? Nah, it's just like a trader price. Less than even. Let the junk build up a little bit. Alright, that'll probably do for now. Or maybe we'll get rid of those because I really don't want those. Alright. There we go. Alright. Do you ever look at ergo debuffs of regular rigs? I do. And I kind of bring that into my, the considerations. So that's the thing. This one's got quite a lot of debuffs already just by default. That's why I think it's okay, but like 533 is quite high. Bit of a bummer. I have a weekly that gives me 2 Sobralos, 300k rebuilds, 100k XP, and an Altin for 4 Momex Balaclavas. Where do I get Momex Balaclavas? Scavs, dead Scavs. Rogues on Loot House? Yeah, that'll do. Rogues probably as well. You should try looking on... See if you can look for the event. Look on... Use your Scav on reserve. See if you can do that. Should we... before we go and do this, let's run... Actually, no. Let's just try and get this done. So do I want to do some smokes here again? I think I probably would do. Or am I going to get naded if I smoke there? Am I better off just being like under the radar? Maybe I just bring some just in case. And then I can decide at the time whether I'm going to use them or not. I think that's probably more sensible. Now, do I really want to bring both of these? Oh, this is streets that we're looking at next. When wipe ends? We don't really know, but the Icebreaker event is coming next. And then after that... Oh, I should use a dot on the streets, actually. Yeah, Paracord Rebel. Yeah, I know. But I mean, I'm going to be turbo overweight anyway, so it doesn't really matter. My laziness overrides the... And like the forgetting to put them back in my kit, which inevitably is what happens. When will Icebreaker be live? We don't know. They said that this event is ending on Monday. So maybe then. But we don't really know. Who takes out the Red Rebel parallel flare gun based on maps? I mean, some people do. I probably should, but yeah, I'll forget to put it back in again, and then I'll go, oh, let's go out of, you know, XYZ extract. Oh, wait, I don't have it with me. I know myself too well. Okay, so, have we got enough money, just in case we need the BTR or something? I guess we do want a mule off the bat with this, maybe. I'll bring one in here just in case. So I've got to get to, yeah, I've got to get to Collapse Crane. It's a bit of an annoying spot on the map, honestly. I'd much rather it for Concordia side, I think. Where's my street swan? Here. I don't know where that went. Probably the same way as that. Maybe I should put them in here. Wait, this isn't a good layout, really. Put it in the gamma. Huh, that kind of works. Yeah, that kind of works. Okay. Now, what are those radar boxes? They're part of the event that's going on at the moment, so we've got to try and plant them in an annoying place on streets. Let's just give it a try. Just give it a try. I feel like there's got to be a relatively small number of people trying to do this piece in particular. Then there are people who are like on reserve or Shoreline, for example. I sometimes do the voodoo barter. Just got scav sniped to, I think, green flare because I shot the flare 0.5 meters too soon. Yeah, it's a classic Tarkov experience, that one. For sure. Yeah, I figured we'd just bring the stuff just in case. What would be the perfect spawn? Probably like Concordia Security, I guess. I'm going to be sad if I end up at the one by like real estate office. By car. I'm going to be sad. Streets was the most calm plant for my raids? Really? Yeah, this is very spawn dependent. There's quite a few spawns here where I'm probably just going to chill and like not go anywhere. There is a spawn by Crane. Oh, really? Okay, how much is a meta gun costing? Meta gun? I'd say probably 400k. Would be my guess. It depends. It depends on the gun. I mean, the mutant costs 125k just to buy it. So the suppressor's like 80. That could take you to 200. The scopes, well, it depends on what scope you use, but yeah, scopes maybe like 80. With all the attachments. It depends. 350? I'm saying 350 plus. I think 350 to 400. I think that's pretty normal. I think it's been like that for a while. If you have to buy everything, but a lot of the time you like have the scope in your inventory. You got a suppressor from another guy. Like it often ends up not costing that much. It's like when you look at a meta endgame loadout. You know, it technically costs you like 800k. Like an endgame loadout, like this loadout is probably worth like nearly $1 million. You know, I'm wearing 300k just a plate, and then this bad boy is probably 350. So that's like 650 already. That doesn't include my bag, doesn't include any of the meds I'm using, none of the ammo, helmet. But like you have most of it, right? This is the thing. By the time you get to the end of the wipe, you've got like, 95 million stash value because you've got like loads of gear saved up. So you don't have to buy everything all the time. And you're getting stuff off people when you win, and yeah, full loadout's 1 millish. I would say roughly. If like an endgame, like a meta loadout, yeah. You can get away with obviously a lot cheaper than that and be like 80% as effective for like under half the price, but well, that's insane. Hopefully I don't die. No, you have to push Kaban as payment to the gods. Nah, because that's lame. That's crazy! Finished! Hooray! Okay, so that happened. We're gonna go to... Well, now we die. Where do we need to leave anyway? Come off, damaged house, to river. I'm not going to camp this because that's sort of bad form, isn't it? Oh, Marlin Man. He's wearing an arena headset as well. He's also on that scouts to me. These are all scabs. I'm playing stealthy. Stealthy streets. Oh my god. I can't get up like a literal staircase. It's really a disaster, for sure. Right, which way? Hold on, I've lost my bearings here. Which way is... where's the freaking ramp? There it is. Pathing away from the AGS, crisis averted. Yes, I realised on the way there. I was like, this is going to be bad. So is Icebreaker about to start this weekend? I doubt it, because they've just extended the event to Monday. So a lot of people thought it was going to be this weekend, and then BSG are like, hey, the event's carrying on, by the way. Oh, that's a quest item, that one. It's funny. Yes, Concordia security for good ammo, exactly. Exactly. Well, there doesn't seem to be any in here. On this occasion. On this fanciful occasion. Oh, there's MA tier 1. Okay. Just a single box. What's this kind? Oh, okay. 338 AP. Alright. M61. Okay, I take it back. I take it back. What's this? An RD704. Blessed be. What's this? It's a pack of BTs. It's fine. It's a stacking round. Rips. Don't care about that. What else? MUR upper? Okay. Actually quite hard to see this stuff in here. Oh, an MCX. Well, we will put that on there, I guess. The M6 instead. Very nice. And not that the M6 is any good these days, I don't think. M6 kind of sucks now, right? Big sad. Big sad. Is this just this barrel? I think so. Making sure I'm not getting... Yeah, okay. Still slaps? Sweet's just so good for good ammo? Yeah, it is. Where do I need to go? Damage house, Sewer River, Claymore Flare. Yeah, Sewer River damage house is kind of annoying. Like I'm on the wrong side of the map for all of these places, to be honest. What else is good for good ammo around here? So we've got this one here. I mean MVD, but that's basically on my way to leaving. Same in the Terror Group building. Well, maybe we just go. We just go where we need to go. 150 AP floating around with 100% goons is painful. They've really got to take off Bird Eye. Still, at least you can get good ammo for it. True. Doesn't sound too chaotic around here. For the moment. And the FMJ though, yeah. FMJ is a bit disappointing with the Lapuas, isn't it? The layering of the armor really did Lapua in. I think that they could do with upping it. I mean, I think that FMJ, if you're going to use the big gun, I think that you should at least get a class 5 one-shot, is my personal opinion. Mesh container always drops good 555. What? Which one? What's mesh container? In here? Is that plant quest finished? Yeah, it's finished. It's finished. Oh, inside Caban. Yeah, I mean they drop some good stuff. Yeah, in the Caban area. But then you have to like go and fight the Caban stuff. So bright. Can you get out of the other one? What's the... Yeah, you can get out of courtyard. Okay. Look to do courtyard, potentially. If car isn't there, which it is not. Clothes store back room. Which one? Over here? I'm not sure if I know that one. M6 low recoil. I feel like wasn't there something... I haven't actually tested the MCX extensively. It's one of the few guns I've not really looked at yet. In like excruciating detail. You went past it? Oh well, whatever. I don't care then. Is it the one that people spawn in? I always forget. It's not open. Agree. Oh yeah, stashing the SV98 on Shoreline doable on uncooked. It's not going to be as easy as it usually is, and that's not to say that it's usually easy either. Oh wait, I can just go in here. I've got damage to house something. Is it? It's like 60-ish. I think the problem though is the MCX sort of suffers from the fact that the good ammo, or like at least the ammo that you can buy from the trader. Actually, no, even the good ammo. So like 300 blackout AP is good, but it's not as good as BP, and you can And BP's a little bit more easy to find. You're level 2 traders, what gun are you running? Unfortunately, it probably still is the AK-74U. Level 2 traders. Or, I mean, technically speaking, yeah, the issue is you just can't get good ammo for the other guns. I run the 74U like all the time early. And occasionally some SMGs, but very rarely in this late game. Because you need something that's going to punch through people's armor. You need something that's going to get through people's helmets for a start. And SMGs just ain't going to do that. But basically, yeah, when you found good ammo for something, then you can probably use that. So if you find some good 5.56, if you've got 8.55 plus, then you can use like the G36, which I think is quite cool. I like that gun in general. You could always use the RFB. If you find some good ammo for the RFB, you could always use that. RFB is like super bang for buck these days. It's like really, really good DMR. Huh. Didn't even think we'd kill 3 PMCs, but here we are. Right, completed. Okay. The components you intercept with the rogues have proven very useful for crossbow facilities. Can you source more? Alloy. So this is plant 2 Wi-Fi cameras. So this is the one where... This is the transit one. I don't know why it doesn't tell you straight away. This is always why I go and look at what the quests are asking you to do before you do them. Because, oh my god. Sledgehammer City, what the... Let's see. So, I mean, I don't know. Is anyone buying the MCX these days? Oh, they're actually quite expensive. I'm surprised. I did get killed by an MCX earlier. Yeah, so we were thinking, so 300, right? So the issue here is that this stuff is not quite as good as 7.62 BP, and the 7.62 BP is like a million times easier to make. You don't get the same fire rate though, so I will say that. But 7.62 BP has a faster round overall. So it's one of those things where I feel like the MCX definitely gets caught in between. It's got a fast-ish fire rate, but the bullet's not as good as BP. So then you just think, well, I may as well, if I'm going to just use it close, I may as well just use like, you know, a 9x39 gun. It's not as good as long range, and it doesn't have as good damage as BP or whatever. It just gets caught in this like weird middle ground, I think. CBJ is really good, you can just buy it. Yeah, it's good, but it's a bit tough against class 6. Now you're going to be shooting them a lot to get through class 6. I mean, I do appreciate the ability just to buy a bunch of this stuff and then just use it. That is quite nice. That is quite compelling, I will say. CBJ and PP are almost identical. 7.62 gets better because MIA AP is goated. I mean, I think is I have like almost no MIA AP. I've not seen any of this stuff really. I've got 60 from the whole wipe. I've not fired a round of it yet, and I've still got like basically none. Yeah, CBJ is decent. CBJ is decent. But I mean, it's nothing compared to. Well, I guess it's probably similar to PAB 9, I suppose. 62 and 43. Yeah, it's basically PAB 9. But I find that like the amount of 300 AP that you get is like so low. Again, I've got 100 total from this wipe. Whereas I've got like a bunch of SP6, I've got a bunch of BP for 9x39. I feel like it's a lot more plentiful, you know. And the BP you can make, and BP is quite a bit better than CBJ. Like it really helps against class 5, this, and even class 6 trying to like eventually pen same damage, and you have but then you have the fire rate thing from the MCX. So I don't know. I don't know. one of the big issues right now with the game, and making, like, you know, guides for stuff and trying to understand what's good and what's not, is that BSG have done a darn good job of balancing it, and I think it's annoying. No, I think they've done well, actually. Like, it's quite... You have to be... You can be quite, like, picky about what you use, and you can kind of make an argument for lots of guns now. I think the weapon balance is in a pretty good state. I said after the last run that I quite liked the way that they've done it. I didn't like the intermediary step, but this latest one I actually think is pretty decent, to be honest with you. I actually genuinely think it's quite good. Credit to where credit is due. The fools using the MUR. I don't know why anyone uses the MUR. Hey, how are you? Any tips on farming the satellite parts? I would say do it as a scav. To be honest, it's a lot easier than doing it any other way. Okay, so now we've got to do cameras, right? So we've got to plant a camera at weather station and the cottages on Lighthouse, but we've got to do them. We've got to transit from Shoreline to Lighthouse. Okay. Yeah, I think grabbing the items is much easier as a scav than it is as a PMC, to be honest with you. I got way more of the crates on scav than I did as PMC. It's so hard to do it as PMC. You just get, like, bludgeoned from all angles. It's just nightmarish. Right, what time is it? Oh, we're getting there. Probably got one more raid. Oh, actually, we've got to get a move on. Okay, we've got to do it kind of quickly if I'm gonna not annoy my wife. So let's get into raid. So we're gonna start. We've got to start on Shoreline, right? Is that what it says? Shoreline. Yes, we've got to start on Shoreline. Well, SJ6 it up. Where's that gone? Yeah. Well, SJ6 it up. If necessary. And then we'll do the lighthouse thing afterwards. Must avoid wife aggro at all costs. Yeah, for sure. She's just like, we will be eating at 5. You know what? This is probably... I'm probably biting off more than I can chew here. With the shorter queue times, like, we maybe have a chance if I'm fast, but I'm running wife risk for sure. They did a good job making more variety of guns usable. I agree. I actually think they did a good job. Especially about Tarkov, you can run and win with whatever you want. Exactly. And, like, the meta thing gives you a little bit of an extra chance, but ultimately, most of the day, it's about positioning, skill, you know, shooting skill, whatever else. Like, the actual gun, yeah, it matters a bit, but it's one part of the equation. Like, overall, it's not going to make any odds, really. I found that if you could get behind the rogue man in the grenade launcher, you could take him and get his parts. Yeah, I didn't know that the one spawned there, but yeah. Only finished the event now? Yeah, I only started yesterday. Cost-benefit analysis is 74U versus AK-74. I think the recoil difference is, like, non-existent, and I just take the extra ergo. I like the actual physical shortness of the gun, too. It makes fighting in CQB a lot easier. Did you remember to turn in the random hard drive quest? No. This is probably why I've still got that mission. Finished by building PC. It's all about CPU. Oh, this is a suck spawn, isn't it, for me? Yeah, basically, do you have a 7800 X3D and up? If so, the game will run well. The game doesn't care about GPU really at all. The only ways you can really make the GPU do anything is by, like, putting what's it called, DLDSR on, and, like, getting super good quality that way. That's really nice, but this is probably, yeah, this is the most annoying spawn I could have had. I've also got to get all the way back as well. Got to plant it over there and then get all the way back. Oh, this is a real pain for me. My poor wifey. Yeah, ton of returning players. I think so, yeah. Restaurant evening spell. It's more about the kids' dinner. That's like probably that's one of the like annoying things is that, you know, in order to actually get... If we wanted to go out, we have to get somebody to come here. Because our little ones are only 5 and 3. And without an organisation plan, can't do a spontaneous thing like that. Would you say there were no real meta guns anymore? You know what? I almost might. Because people would say, like you say, oh, what's the best gun in the game? And it's kind of like, well, it depends what for. Like, I think there are meta weapons for like certain tasks. And there probably are some generalistic guns that are meta, I would say. But there's a much more of a like strong trade-off between all of them. A lot of people would just like out of hand say the NL 545. But like, it's funny. It's actually weird how it comes full circle, because I would say that I actually don't really like the ammo acquisition for the NL, even though it's the one that I recommend early on. But late on in the wipe, when you're fighting in PvP, you're like firing off like a bazillion shots, like a complete Giga Chad, right? Whereas earlier on in the wipe, you're usually a lot more selective and like min-maxing the mags and whatever else. And I find getting like BP in that lot like kind of annoying actually later on for the NL. I just ran those guns quite a lot and I ended up running out. There are crafts that there are ways you can get access to those things, but I just find them kind of annoying. But I mean, to be fair, the NL is like really, really, really super good for PvP. But it's got low damage for AI. So like, do you really want to be using 545 against like rogues, bosses, guards, that kind of thing? Like, not really. So that's the thing. It's like the NL versus like, you know, good M4 type gun, HK type whatever. They're like decent, but like they're really good for, you know, if you're playing labs. Yeah, you have to play against raiders there, but like it's mostly PvP, people with like good armor. They're really good for that. But then the kind of general run of the mill, you want to run like some kind of 7.62 because that's going to deal with like if you suddenly run into knight or if you run into, you know, yeah, as I say, rogues or whatever else. I just saw somebody up there. Oh, I'm going to get some stamina back here. Not low damage to use 7M40. You know what I mean? It's nothing like compared to M80. I gimped myself by maining the MDR and the X17. But you see, those are the things. The 762 MDR and the X17 are kind of like the middle ground of all the things. You can fight at any range, but they don't have great fire rate. So in CQB, they can be a bit problematic, but they do have good ammo. And they are good against, like, you know, in-game AI. Oh, damn, I need to be using... Okay. There's a guy right there. Leave me alone, buddy. I just want to plant my fucking thing. God. Oh, man. Oh, well. Fair enough. He played me like a book. Gloriously is making his way to Lightkeeper now because he thinks it will somehow be linked or required for Icebreaker. Do you think this is the case as well? I don't know, actually. It often is with these things. This guy is he's a good shot. Oh, fair play, yeah, he's just a good shot. 5-5-1. Good shot. Guy right next to you sound like? I don't think so. Yeah, 7.6251 I find tough to use. Yeah, X17 got over nerfed. And that's the thing though, you have to choose. If you're going to have like 50 round drums and the slightly lower recoil, etc., you got to choose for that, I think. I like the AK308 as the middle ground, personally. But you don't get the drum with it, you see. So it's all a trade-off. It's all a trade-off. Perfect time for a smoke grenade. Yeah, would have been. Would have been. I should take them with me more often. How do you do? What's the one where... Is there something where you can like hand him more of the things? Or does he just say like, oh, I want you to sell me more of them? Any idea if Icebreaker access requires a current event to be completed? We don't know. To be honest with you. We don't know. Folding surface mount resistors to a microscope while I listen to the Giga Chat. Hey, love it. 100% some 76251 for the autogun. I don't know though, but which one are you choosing? The FAL? The MDR? The Scar H? The AK308? I could accept the argument that the AK308 is meta, but it's more... I feel like it's good for me because of the... Like the value. I think the AK308 is a really good value for what it is. Why would you need a drum for 308? Well, I don't know, but like... As a solo player, sometimes not having 20 bullets is really good. FAL for the LARP. Because I don't think the FAL's that good, but... Well, let's just rush reserve one more time. We'll just go and see if we can grab one of these boxes, because I don't think we need any more boxes, but... You'll get them once the quest line is complete. Okay, we'll go and see if we can get another one. I don't have enough time to do the transit quest, unfortunately. I've only got 22 minutes to do 2 maps for the transit. I don't have enough time. Given that the two, like the transit extract is, like, miles away as well. FAL is to be cool of them all, but yeah. Or the M60. The M60 is just too low fire rate, in my opinion. I could unironically see an argument for the RPD. The RPD is good gun. But no, the M60 is too low fire rate. I don't like it very much in that sense. Like, it's fun, it's good, but I don't think it's meta in that sense. I think the AK308 is really good. 700 RPM, 24 rounds in a magazine. I like it a lot. I mean, I like the AK308. It's probably I think it's probably the strongest gun in some sense. The only thing is I do find it a bit hard to hit heads. I feel like I find heads a bit easier to hit with like the mutant or the RD. Just because the recoil is just that little bit extra on the 308, which is where the decision gets kind of tough. So I often end up going back to like the RD704 because you end up with like BP ammo. If I had infinite BP ammo, then it'd probably be a bit of an easier decision. 100 grand. Yeah, that make it an easy decision because BP's just like BP's just so sick. I need to craft more of it. I forget. I get busy in the day doing like the things that I do, and I forget to craft more of it. I could have loads of it, but I just simply don't. Yo! Thank you for the 10 Aussie video. Thank you, matey. Oh ho! I've got absolutely crap gun here. 5.56. I've got an ADAR with HP rounds. Was not good. Rookie mistake? What do you mean, sorry? Yeah, RPD outperforms M60 because of the fire rate, I think. I forgive you though. Oh, what, for the crafting? Sorry, not crafting. Is that what you mean? Yeah, I mean, I have no excuse because I'm literally here at my PC all day. Oh my god. That's not ideal. Oh. Do I have a heavy bleed? I do. Enemy spotted. Oh, the way this new system works is so annoying. That was a player? Oh. I hope it wasn't a scav. Where is the rogue guy? Then. Is he gonna kill me? No. Human movement. Sometimes I find it hard to tell with the rogues. Am I just a bot? Was he at the next one? This bit? Oh wait, no, he's there. Am I about to get rogued? Oh wait, was he... That wasn't the guy, right? Or was it? Or was it? Might not been him. I don't know. There was somebody else rustling about. I think it was a rogue, wasn't it? We'll see when we get out. I was just like, I hope it's not a scav. I love heating pipe. Heating pipe's so useful. I think as a 6 scav, you get heating pipe every time. The guy died like on the cement front part, not in the grass. We'll see. Ah. Let's see. Rogues on reserve, yes. It was a rogue! Oh. Nearly cancelled that. Funny. Yes, I mean, genuinely, I find it hard to tell sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. I find it hard to tell. I wonder if we do... keep it. Yeah, keep that. Keep that, boy. Keep that. And another 80k. Can you show a quick glance at post effects? Of course. Hello, Linus Tech Tips. Hello, Nix. Right, yeah, my post effects looks like so. It's not that complex, really. It's just clarity max, a bit of sharpen, feathering the color grading at 0 just so I can push it to 100 in the night. And that's it. And then I'm using... Currently, I've gone back to J. I don't like the way that M looks inside. So I'm back to using J again. It's too, like, angular. It's like it's not anti-aliasing properly. That's kind of the whole point of using DLSS in the first place, is that it overrides the basic AA and is better. But at the moment, it just doesn't seem to work that well. I think J looks nicer. Like, M looks good outside, but J looks like also pretty good outside. And I think that the downgrade in quality inside isn't worth it, in my opinion. Okay, team. All right. Well, we'll just call it there for today. We're kind of close. We're close to doing what we need to do. We just got to do like a bit of a transity thing. I mean, I might even do that in the background. So the quest after this. So you do the transit thing. The last one, you just have to eliminate rogues and hand over the rogue intel. And I've actually got the rogue intel already. So The hard parts of this quest are done now, to be fair. Rightio. We're going to go raid Jesse. I think he's doing the event stuff as well. So yeah, the event is on until Monday. So if people want to start it now, you actually have like 4 days to do it. J versus K. I prefer J. K has more ghosting, but is less kind of sharp. J is sharper and more kind of flickery, but has less ghosting. I prefer J personally. But I prefer a sharper image. So, did you see FSR 4? I've known FSR. Oh, it's coming to RDNA 3 AMD GPUs. I did not. That's cool though. That's cool. Right, my friends. I will see you soon. Ciao for now. Bye bye.